Hey yo guys, so we back with another video. You feel me? Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get into it. Caught giving head at school.
Honestly, one of the most insane places.
I've been watching this dude kind of like recently, like a lot.
Stick a whole bunch of teenagers inside captivity for about 8 hours.
He got some nice tattoos too. I ain't even gonna hold you, but like, dang, bro, you got both of the hands. I mean, I knew he had his hands tattooed, but I'm just like,
we got the horny kids,
nerdy
nerdy kids, sporty kids, corny kids, etc. And besides the fact that this is supposed to be
Boruto had a good reason to hate his dad, though. Because let's all be honest. If any one of us who had a dad was like the president and he could barely ever give us time, we barely even see this man at dinner. At dinner, you went from seeing this man every day at dinner and all this other stuff, and he was able to do this and that with you. Now you barely ever see this man. Bro, this man didn't even come for you or your sister's birthday. And you even told him, hey, I forgive you for missing mine, but you better not miss your daughter's birthday, my little sister's birthday. You better not miss that. I forgive you for missing mine, but don't miss hers. And you're like, okay, I'll make it. Then you don't show up. In Naruto's case, sends a shadow clone. We all would be pretty mad about that. Like, maybe at a certain age, we'd understand it. Like, for example, if we were in high school, you might be able to be like, all right, okay, that's fair, whatever. I understand my dad has a lot to do. He has big responsibilities. But Boruto was only like 12, 13 years old. Boruto was like middle school age, early middle school age. I don't know why y'all expected this man to understand his dad's responsibilities.
Actual education system in any other capacity. It sounds more like a psych ward. Certain people truly just aren't sane enough to sit down and just get an education. It's my sophomore year of high school, which is kind of a special time because as a sophomore, you've been around the block, you know the streets. So you're no longer like a newbie in the high school upper echelon, but you also haven't earned all your gym badges. There's still a lot of Pokemon to catch. So at this point, I had just gotten out of a real toxic relationship. If you want to know that story, I'll leave the link in the description or somewhere on the screen. That video is called I Fell in Love with a Thought, Part 1.
And away we go.
Skipped myself right to it.
We're going to take on the Continental every
type of headspace. I honestly just needed a true distraction from my misery because I had experienced real heartbreak with a thotty. Fortunately enough for me, one of my friends at the time, Mello, was going through a similar situation. A little backstory on me and Mello. We weren't like best friends. He was kind of just an acquaintance to me and my friend group, but we were cool. But go ahead and bring two knuckleheads together, both heartbroken over some thotty. Yeah, you're gonna start to bond. Everybody needs a shoulder to cry on. Metaphorically, of course, because I'll be damned to let my tears roll down another nigga's shoulder. But you get the point. Now, there's truly only two ways to deal with heartbreak. That one, brother. One, focus on yourself, lock in, and become a better man. This is the good choice, the choice that I would advise any of my peers to take. This, my friends, was not the choice me and Mello took.
No, that was not the main reason I liked it.
We chose to distract ourselves with other women. And honestly, it was starting to get out of control. I had a lot of one-night stands and disappointing encounters on dating apps.
You know what, bro?
These were really dark days.
I subscribed
I'm not gonna lie, I cringe a little bit just thinking about the shit that I went through back then. I'm ashamed to say it, but I was going down a dark path. But here's the thing. Mello, on the other hand, he was going down a path that even I knew at some point you gotta draw the line. Let me introduce you to Daniela. Daniela was quite
I like his drawing too. He can draw real nice.
Not only was she a thought, but she was a freaky one. A freaky thought that had no boundaries. There was like something actually wrong with this girl and everyone knew it. I hate to be the type of guy to just feed into stereotypes, but the way Daniela
no, that tattoo isn't new, but he definitely just got some ink over it or something.
Ella carried herself. You could
something
only
about it. It's
kind
of like when you look at both of his hand tattoos, that one's shining a lot
shapes
more.
And sizes. But me personally, I'm
like he definitely got
pretty reluctant to just throw around the word thought so casually,
it
especially
looks
back
like
in
it. I
high
could be
school.
wrong.
Because the reality
I
of
can't
the
tell 'cause he's
situation,
moving his hand so
especially
much.
back then, a lot of girls would get into what I like to call situationships with men. And the reality is they end up really liking this guy, right? So they're falling for this guy and they go ahead and open up the V-Box for this particular man. Then the guy goes pillow talking to the homies. And then some of y'all weird lame ass niggas start lying on your little bitty cocks. And then the rumors start to spread about how you are next in line to the V-Box. And before you know it, this innocent little girl is labeled a thotty waddy. But the reality was she really just liked one guy. She fell in love. But shit just got blown out of proportion. I ain't gonna lie, some of y'all niggas be so weird and desperate. Like, don't lie on your cock, bro. Like, if you didn't hit the chick, why would you say that? Niggas just be making shit up. Regardless, what I'm trying to say is that's not what Daniela was. She embodied every part of being a thought. She enjoyed it. I once heard she hooked up with 3 men in the same night. And what's crazy is I didn't even think it was true until one day a fight broke out of nowhere and it was Daniela fighting this girl who happened to be in a relationship with one of the niggas that everybody was saying she let hit. And Daniela went out of her way to clarify the rumors. When the fight got broken up, she just started yelling out, "And that's why I smashed your man and the homies, you big ugly." Like, bruh, the demon time this woman was on was nothing like I had ever seen before. So please understand how
there has to be one
concerned I
school of
was
thought, right?
for my boy Mello. He had opened up and told me that he had been hooking up and texting Daniela for the past couple of weeks. Come on, bruh. You cannot be serious, bruh. Birdo, chill. We're just having fun, nigga. It ain't that deep. We both aren't looking for a relationship, so what's the issue? I mean, I feel you, dog, but that's Daniela, bro. She's for everybody. I don't care what phase you in. That's not a good look, fam. You just mad you ain't getting no play, nigga. I'm done with all this sad boy shit. I'm in my hot boy era. And that was cool and all, but like I said, Daniela wasn't the type of girl to have any morals. And whether my dog wanted to admit it or not, Mello was falling for this girl, bro. He started losing himself. Like, for example, we're at lunch, right? Everybody's cool and sitting talking shit, just regular lunch shit. But literally in front of everybody, you just got Mello and Daniela just all over each other. And some of y'all might be thinking, Berto, just mind your fucking business. Look, I feel that, but
You're right. Some people probably are thinking that. But this is a true friend. He's trying to save his man from a thought. I respect it.
reality is, I don't think there's any circumstance at a lunch table in the middle of the cafeteria that anybody should be French kissing at the lunch table. That don't make no sense. I'm not gonna co-sign in the middle of lunch.
That's crazy.
2 people just French kissing
That's crazy.
in the cafeteria, bro.
I wouldn't
Like,
even
come
do that.
on, that's weird. That should not be happening in the middle of lunch at the lunch table, bro. I don't care what nobody says. Call me what you want. Certain shit just unacceptable, dog. It was starting to get to the point that every day that went by, the things Mello and Daniela were starting to do in public, it started feeling more and more uncomfortable. Like, this is heading down a dark path. Y'all gotta kind of use your imagination a little bit, because I ain't trying to get my video demonetized, straight up. I need my coins. I'm sorry. But take my word for it. Shit was getting freaky and weird. So boom, Mello and Daniela had been on this freak train for like about a month now. We're in PE class, which happened to be the one class that we all had together. It was pouring outside that day, so everybody's inside the gymnasium just chilling. Our coach was real chill, so it was really just one of those days in the gym where everybody's just chilling, talking. There's not a lot of nothing going on. Now, in the beginning of the class, Mello was sitting next to me on the bleachers, and there was a good amount of other students that were also sitting in the bleacher area. We weren't even really talking or anything, but at some point, Mello gets up. He's like, "Hey, yo, I'm gonna be right back." So I'm like, cool, bet. So some time passed. I can't tell y'all exactly how long, but it had to have been at least, 15-20 minutes, right? And I start thinking to myself like, hey, yo, where'd this nigga go? He was nowhere to be found. I'm kind of just like looking side to side. I don't see him. And at the time,
Sell to millions of people online with Shopify's social media and marketplace integrations.
I wasn't necessarily thinking about Daniela because I wasn't even cool with her like that anyway. But looking back on the situation, she was nowhere to be found either. So I'm just sitting there, right? Starting to zone out. I'm probably thinking about why the fuck you niggas haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Hit that subscribe button, man. But then out of nowhere, I start hearing these noises. Hey, yo, what is that? So now I'm kind of looking around because I can't make out where this sound is coming from. And before you know it, the other students around me are kind of doing the same thing. Like, everybody everybody's kind of like confused and making the same face like, yo, what's going on? What in the hell is this noise? Without context, it was really hard to make out what this noise was. But the intensity was starting to pick up, getting louder and louder until... Hey, yo, is somebody choking? What's going on? Suddenly, everybody in the gym now is frantically looking around. What is that noise? Fuck, baby, don't stop. Is that Melo's voice? That's Melo's voice. Did this man lose his goddamn mind? It was almost as if everyone in the class simultaneously figured out what the hell was going on. Melo was missing, and somebody was giving him that Gok 3000. And the noise was coming from behind the bleachers. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't trying to even demonstrate the sound effects that Daniela was making back there, bruh. But the things we were hearing from behind that bleacher, it was more than apparent that Daniela and Melo were completely in their own world. They couldn't care less about what they were doing. And before you know it, every student in the class, my nigga, is surrounding the back of the bleachers, peeking their heads in and taking their cell phones out to see what is taking place behind these bleachers. Recording these two idiots going crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, that is the dumbest thing ever, because you can get charged for CP, because that is what that is. 2 underage people, CP. They aren't 18, CP. If they were 18, okay, you're straight, but... And even then, that's, I mean, you could probably still get in trouble for doing that, so.
And the worst part is, bruh, they did not stop. I'm standing there watching this whole thing unfold, thinking to myself, this guy Melo, bruh, he is going out so sad right now, man. I can't tell if he just doesn't care that everybody's watching or if he just genuinely doesn't know. Either way, the answer was the same. Daniela was giving this man the work, had him in a trance, hypnotizing his dumb ass. It wasn't long before the coach realized all the commotion, man. He came to take a peek for himself. And not even on no weird shit, when the coach pulled up, he stopped and stared. But I think it was more just in shock at what he was actually looking at. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. He obviously yelled at them, ran over there, and just broke everything up. It was insane. Yo, the faces that Melo and Daniela were making were absolutely priceless. Like, it was complete fear and shock at the same time. Like, did you not think he was about to get caught? Like, what? There was some embarrassment in there too, man, but wow. Just wow. I think even for Daniela, in that moment, she realized how low she had stooped, because I ain't never see her make such a embarrassed face, bruh. I don't even think she was prepared for what she just got caught for. And believe it or not, that was actually the last day I ever spoke to Melo again in life, because he got expelled. Rumor has it that Daniela moved to a completely different state. Honestly, how couldn't she? Getting caught for some shit like that, you gotta start a whole new life, not gonna lie. You can't get caught doing dumb shit like that.
Your parents must really love you. I ain't even gonna hold you to do that.
Bruh, Daniela, wherever you are.
You know what my mom would have done? Whooped me. Especially if I got expelled. Whooped me. And then guess what? I just would have been going to a different school. But guess what? Where I live, a lot of people would have known. So no matter what school I went to, as long as it's in this county, someone's gonna know someone's gonna know who I am and what I did. So no, it wouldn't even matter. You might as well send me back to the same school at that point. Because guess what? I'm gonna just go to a different school, and someone's gonna know. And guess what? If they know, they're gonna talk. And when they talk, everyone's gonna know. You might as well just send me to the same school.
I hope you got your act together, girl. That's definitely one of them stories you just gotta take to the grave, because especially as a woman, yeah, you gonna be single forever if you ever tell somebody you got caught doing that. Or maybe her and Melo are happily ever after right now, probably married with kids. 2 idiots made for each other, happily in love. I don't know. Like I said, man, high school is crazy.
Where you at, Bird?
Where you at, Birdo? Anyway, let me see if no, okay. Sometimes I'll be wondering if like any other girl, like people he be talking about be in the comment sections. I think that for all animations though. But true, I used to watch him. Wait, I think. Where's it at? Where's it at? There it is. Yeah, I used to watch him. Not so much anymore. But anyway, tell me what you guys think. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's actually a crazy story. But anyway, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Hope you enjoy the video.